I'm sure chat does too. All 3 maps, please. We'll see. Whether they're close or not, I don't know. We'll find out shortly as we're loading into the map right now.
As long as maxter wins map 1, I am just happy with this series.
Right. No bias at all. There's nothing in it for you, Dan. Of course.
Never.
But let's get into it. Molten Falls between maxter and k1llsen. Right now, scale, Sorlag, nice and thick, the way that we want our Quake Fridays. We are live. I know, you're all choked up about it, Dan. Here, k1llsen trying to get a rail early. There's the bull rush, and actually hits the fadeaway rail as well as he casually walks back to the mega.
Okay. Casually walking back, struggling. Moxter. Oh! I mean,
k1llsen,
quad LG just pushed him off the map, and he's got the bull rush, gonna bump him. Second rail doesn't connect, but the first did, and he's just gonna go down. Doesn't even pick up the heavy. Stop the count. Scalebearer wins. But I mean, that was. I don't even know what happened there. Did he get booped by the speed of the Scalebearer?
I don't even know. I think maybe he misstep. Maybe the claws aren't long enough to hold onto the ledge, but regardless, k1llsen, we'll call that tactical as he did spawn on the mega. Now he's defending the heavy. There's the spit, a little bit of rockets as well. That's going to make maxter think twice. Potentially, as he comes flying up the jump pad, maxter absolutely fearless, somehow pulling his way onto the frag and the heavy. What in the hell, Dan?
He's come to play, and he looks so calm and collected as well. Didn't even need to use the bull rush, so that's still at disposal. He just moves so fast on the scale. I can't even keep up with him half the time. And looks like knocking k1llsen. k1llsen does pick up that mega. It's pretty stacked to the teeth, and as we know, time and time again, these heavy champions are pretty healthy off the spawn. So it will be a bit of a brute force game in that aspect.
Just absolutely fearless here is just lying in wait. There's a little bit of LG, not as much as he wanted, but he cuts off. There's the bull rush, he wants to get that damage. There's the spit, but he hits the rail. maxter is weak, ticking down. k1llsen tracking the damage as well, and this could be the danger zone for maxter. There's the mega, but here's the k1llsen. The swap to rockets is gonna be enough. maxter converts again, 4-0, 2 minutes in.
Insane. And k1llsen is struggling in combat with maxter. He can't challenge him at this point in time. He's a bit weaker now, so if he hits a rail, then we'll see the aggression go up again. He's got himself the heavy to work with and should be able to steal away the mega. He will be there in time, but the question is now, maxter, if that happens and k1llsen actually mistimes it, he's going to get pinned up in the air. No, he's managed to use that air movement to get away, but he's taken so much damage. Great rail. maxter just tries to do some damage with the shotgun, but it won't be enough. But again, this is where it gets messy. He spawns with a lot of stack and a bull rush.
Yeah, k1llsen trying to make his way back to the heavy. He's going to be a little bit late, but maybe the damage is there. But the bull rush, the LG, k1llsen actually might go down for this, and he does!
No way. And no damage. And the heavy's still up. That's perfect play. Usually in heavy versus heavy, we like to see, or we generally see, trading frags just to how messy the game is. Max has already racked up a 4 frag, potentially even 5 frag lead. Doesn't connect this time. k1llsen gets away for now. The rail also misses, just goes through that tail. Dodging and weaving. maxter ticks down a fair amount from that spit.
It's just insane right now. As maxter goes for it, there's the bull rush. The rail won't do it. Well, okay, and there's one way to deal with it. maxter dies on the heavy. Luckily for k1llsen, but he needs to be careful. He's extremely weak in there. Oh my god.
You absolute Chad. That was so nice. What a read.
5-1 as this is a bloodbath on Molten right now. The rail from maxter. He wants another one. The spit comes out. That's good damage. There's the bull rush to create space and knock him out of the club. You're not up to dress code, mate. See ya.
This is brutal so far, and k1llsen hasn't got an answer there. The big thing for me is that maxter's actually avoiding the rail. He really is avoiding rail fights. He's taking his back route channels and not engaging k1llsen at all in any sort of rail engagements. He just wants to get up, use the rockets and use the LG, and it's working for 3.
It's just insane right now. LG on LG, can k1llsen capitalize on this? And he can't. The swap to rail from maxter converts, hits another one, 7-1. maxter pulling away with this one, Dan.
Yeah, it's a fairly big scoreline, as we know and talk about a lot. Conversion frags are tough, so it's looking good so far. It could even be another one now. That big rocket from k1llsen does stall maxter for now, but hasn't got the rail to follow up. Maxter not connecting this time. And here we will reset as k1llsen will be able to pick up his first. Sorry, he'll be able to pick up the heavy for free. And there's a big split between the items. So now there's actually a good opening for k1llsen to get in. maxter has the bull rush, probably more as an escape at this point. He'll be defending the Mega now, decides to back off and play it safe. He's got a decent enough lead, he doesn't need to make those sort of committals for now.
Yeah, and still super smart to not get overzealous, not get too cocky. He does have the 6-frag lead, but k1llsen with the rails like that, maxter knew that he couldn't really do anything, and still k1llsen able to get in there, do some damage, the bull rush, but it's up close, so not a ton of damage from maxter. k1llsen grabs the heavy, and just like that, he walks through the tick damage, and k1llsen's gonna just make the same route over. He's gonna grab the 50 shard, make his way over to the Mega. What a cutoff there.
This is what he needs to do. Now just play the basics, rotate the items. Max is going to have to commit, and you have the stack to chase him down. So as long as you're getting control of the items, k1llsen's actually in a really strong position to start building this comeback.
You can tell k1llsen was sick of what was going on. There's a great rail right there. 7-3. He's not going to have any of it, but maxter swipes the heavy out from under him. Can k1llsen convert? maxter's stuck. This should be an easy layup, and it is. 2 big chunky rockets right into the heart of the intergalactic warlord.
But maxter spawns by the Mega and able to steal away these major items. So lovely rail though. It is before the item, so not full effectiveness from that. Even still, semi resets because of that fact as well. And they said 3 frag difference. It's going to be a close finish for you.
The only kind of finish I like, Dan, as k1llsen grabs the heavy, up 3. Might get caught on the banana. There's the rockets! And now maxter is the one flying off the map. k1llsen says, anything you could do, I could do better, or at least the same. As now Mega's up. maxter a little bit too early, but the bull rush is fantastic. Picks up the Mega, the rockets won't land, and there's the rocket jump to get out of there. Well done from maxter. Now k1llsen low. Does have a 50 shard to work with, potentially 225s if he waits long enough. That's going to buy maxter space. He's going to drop down and almost sends him off the map by a claw, Dan. By the longest claw on her little paw talon thing. Insane.
That was the first time k1llsen was low for a good few minutes, and maxter nearly made it count, but k1llsen's begun to find his feet. He's hitting more of his rockets, more of his rails. He's slowed the tempo down. The chaos has been restrained, and maxter's not connecting with the damage he was in the opening engagements.
There's so much time. k1llsen only down by 1. Trying to hit some opening rails, missing. maxter not missing with his, and converts off the second one, even though k1llsen hits one finally, but maxter goes up 2. Now he has a heavy as well, and could convert potentially. k1llsen's going to make sure if he pushes, he's going to take that tick damage.
Yeah, that was a huge frag just before the heavy. He won't be able to pressure the Mega though, so that's a big lifeline for k1llsen. With such a long time left on the map, 2 minutes, maxter needs to play exceptional on the defense.
k1llsen right on time, uncontested heavy. Huge stack, and maxter's going to miss that rail. That's going to cost him. Rocket, not the best, but this chase should be easy for k1llsen. The turnaround, though, good damage from maxter. But k1llsen still has just a huge stack. Does steal away the Mega. And now the LG's actually going to be so strong, Dan. The shotgun finally, but look at what it cost him. k1llsen had everything, and now it looks like he's just so weak. He might not be able to have position on this heavy. He needs to be careful.
He has to challenge it. Not enough time for him to let this go, and all things considered, that was a good engagement for maxter. But now he's stuck in the doorway, he's taking a lot of damage, and k1llsen gets in for free. This is again big, and maxter looks to be struggling now. k1llsen, if he can get this Mega, this is his game to win. He drops on it, he bounces him out! No!
Wow. What just happened is k1llsen spawns back in with a minute left, has to get 2 frags. The chase is on. Spit in hand. Heavy goes to maxter, and now the LG float. It's going to be a painful ride for k1llsen as maxter lights him up one more time. 10-7. And k1llsen, you could tell he's not moving off the spawn, probably shaking his head, rolling his eyes. It looks like maxter has taken map 1 from k1llsen, Dan.
Wow. I mean, there was that period in the early to mid game where maxter just asserted his dominance, and it was impressive. I know Argentinians like some steak with their rioja, but I didn't realize they like lizard steak, because that was juicy.
What a play. What a game to start off this series. The tantalizing tango from maxter, too strong for k1llsen, 10-7, and DJ Wheat is furious right now.
Production, can we get DJ Wheat back on the casting panel just to I wanted to eat his humble pie
formal
live.
Apology video, I believe, is what Dan is requesting.
Anything like that. If it, I just need to see the remorse in his eyes. No.
I guess not. You're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, Dan, as map number 1 in the books.
Screw
maxter
him.
takes it away, 10-7, but it was close.
Oh, we can bring Wheat back. I like to hear that.
Look,
I think you have something to say, DJ Wheat.
everyone gets lucky every once in a while, scale, you know. So I already have to hear it from Dan. Can you just be quiet and let me enjoy the games? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean for you guys to catch me playing with my dolls.
Don't worry, it happens all the time.
He can go now, production. Thanks for that. That was a good game though. That was a really good game. There was just that period in the mid game where there's incredible shots coming out from maxter. Some of the aggression he showed catching k1llsen on guard, we just don't see k1llsen get caught off like that. Like the rocket jump off spawn to catch him up the jump pad, small things like that, which then resulted in clean frags, were game changing. So it just shows you, as I said, like maxter knows how to push the scale bearer to the limit, and it was the scale bearer that was a big factor in this victory. Haven't seen k1llsen bullied like that. Really good to see k1llsen stabilize, begun to play the items better, got back into the game, adjusted to that playstyle maxter was coming at him at, but as soon as maxter got a couple of frags at the end to create that chaos, it was just a little bit too far.
Completely agree. And again, we've said this before when maxter went up against Rafa and kind of took that map. His ability to play kind of, let's say, out of the box. I would say hyper aggressive and, you know, just fearless, but a little out of the box catches people off guard, just like k1llsen, just like Rafa. And yeah, those little plays add up. And so it was only a 3 frag difference, but man, maxter looked real good on that first map. But as you said too, great job by k1llsen to stabilize, stop the bleeding, and make it close. Because it could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse. I think the scary thing was that maxter's rail was really off for his standards. k1llsen began to connect, nearly 60%, but maxter's was definitely off. There were some shots in there you'd expect it to hit, but lightning gun and rockets, they were the game-changing weapons for maxter in that one.
Yeah, so going into ruins, k1llsen versus k1llsen. Not as thick as we'd like. I mean, k1llsen medium champ has Timmy. I would imagine that k1llsen might play the standard, you know, I'm going to protect heavy, have Timmy deployed either at mega or heavy for traps, but k1llsen, if he could catch you out, the pineapples, even for zoning, are pretty strong, but as you mentioned before, it's going to take a little bit more from maxter. I don't know if he could play that hyper-aggressive style as well with k1llsen, but we'll see.
Yeah, normally I see him going up against the k1llsen, because he prefers to play with the tempo, so that's, as you said, it's going to be an interesting adjustment for how he can play that. I've seen k1llsen really struggle on ruins when they can't set the tempo and they can't slow it down. And if k1llsen can keep it a fast-paced game, I do think he can run a little bit riot, as we saw towards the end of Molten. But if maxter's rail begins to connect, then the stack becomes a lot more relevant in terms of k1llsen, and he can bully k1llsen. So they're the two factors I am looking at in terms of how the game's going to play out.
Well, we're going to get into it shortly here. I heard the buzzer. Is there a timeline where maxter takes 2-0 over k1llsen? We might be living in it right now, Dan.
maxter for Season 2 champ?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, he restored
You've
the
already
balance
said
of
that
the
Rafa's
universe
not
for
going to win
Skillbearer.
this one.
I've already said that, yeah, so you never know. You never know.
Stars may align for you, Daniel-san. We'll see, as Ruins of Sarnath is going to be our second map for this set. maxter versus k1llsen live right now. maxter up with a map advantage. Great rail right off the start. Good reply from maxter. Make that 2. Almost 3. The pineapple pushes k1llsen a little further. And oh no. maxter finishes that one off with the machine gun. Timmy can't really pop back off. Can't really clap back the way that k1llsen would have hoped. maxter takes an early lead, but he's very, very weak now as he's trying to position for this heavy.
k1llsen doesn't have the right weaponry to pressure though. Without the rockets, it was impossible to go into that area. What a rail that was in the drive-by. But still, living on the edge as maxter's pretty weak and k1llsen's defending the health bubbles.
Oh, even that pineapple hit afterwards.
It did.
Just so much damage. Oh man. That corridor jump pad. Pineapple. Oh.
Death!
Alright, maxter catching him out. k1llsen needs to watch out here. 2-0, 1 minute in, and well, I guess this answers if maxter's still going to play with tempo, Keel or not.
But this is reminiscent of the last map where he began to build a sufficient lead to see him through to the end. So k1llsen definitely needs to put a halt to that very quickly. maxter's done a great job. He's now stabilized. He was low for a large period of the last minute. Back in the game.
Really fancy footwork there from k1llsen to move. Wow. Okay. I guess a lot of pineapples coming through the LG on LG's not going to be in his favor, and k1llsen melts him.
That was greedy.
Really well done.
Really greedy to stick around for that fight. You can see how healthy k1llsen was, so unnecessary for maxter to take that, and you can't be giving someone like k1llsen such a free crack.
Oh wow, sends it flying with that rocket as k1llsen comes barreling through the T-Con, and he's gonna just march up the stairs. I don't know what k1llsen was trying to do, but now the machine gun takes him out.
I'm pretty sure k1llsen was asking what maxter was doing, sticking around after taking all that damage, but once again, it does work out, and this is what it seemed to be in the last game, where k1llsen was just caught off guard with some of the combat choices of maxter.
Again, unorthodox, fearless,
Yeah.
I don't know what to call it, but maxter's done this week in, week out, so I don't know. Maybe k1llsen just didn't think. Okay, Timmy, pop off. Clap back. That one was easy. And k1llsen right off the spawn. Great rail, great follow-up as well, and now maxter has to take his leave. There's a little bit of pineapple damage. He is going to be able to get the rail off of that, but now he has to be extremely careful as k1llsen hunting from above. Deploys Timmy, 5 HP, and k1llsen follows up with a great rail angle.
What a
Tying it
rail.
at 3, and oh my god, through the telly.
You got to be so careful going through that corridor against the pineapples, and this is where the Keel obviously shines, managing choke points around the major items. If you can consolidate those, life becomes difficult, and that's exactly what he's doing. But at the same time, k1llsen's hitting all the shots as he takes the lead.
He's making it look casual, Dan. He was just taking a stroll and flicked right to maxter. maxter, by all accounts, had him dead to rights. But no dice, and now he's taking the fight to him, trying to LG. Is it going to be enough? Oh, barely. So much damage from k1llsen. 21 HP onto maxter. He's going to take the backhauls back up and try and get onto this mega, but I don't think there's a chance in hell.
No, with such a big time between major items, maxter now needs to be very careful, hide potentially, because he's going to be quite exposed without a stack to work with, and k1llsen knows it. That's exactly what he's doing, playing around the tri-bolt area. Doesn't want to be showing himself until he knows it's safe to come out. As he realizes k1llsen is backed away towards that heavy.
68% rail for k1llsen. There's the rocket jump up, and there's so much damage waiting for him, but he drops, and actually maxter takes... Oh no, k1llsen very, very weak. maxter does snag the mega before he dropped. I thought it was a misplay there, but now k1llsen just hanging on by a thread. He's going to jump over, deploy Timmy for a little bit of extra insurance and try and stack back up. He might get caught out in the courtyard. There's a rail, and now maxter can leave him low, grab the heavy, and then finish off the kill.
Lovely read by maxter. And again, another clutch rail. Wants to push in onto the mega, and he does so. He bullies k1llsen away, but big rockets from k1llsen. He still has to back off. He's so damn weak. maxter, being chunky and slow himself, won't be able to chase that way. He'll have to big brain him and find another route to finish up his opponent, which he does.
But taking so much damage.
Yep.
Timmy is popping off for k1llsen right now, keeping maxter extremely low. Although the cutoff from maxter was beautiful, going through the telly, getting in the right spot to set up that rail shot, going up the jump pad on k1llsen. But 61 HP trying to fight for this mega.
But he gets it. Clutch. Stays alive. Turret goes down again. He's taken out once again. little bit wasteful with the turrets, in my opinion, from k1llsen's point of view, but maybe much more from information at that point.
Game of chicken now, k1llsen. He knows. Wow, what a play from k1llsen. 2 rails, ices him out. Just fantastic reads from k1llsen. And right off the spawn, he goes again. Missing with the second one, but still gets the initial one off the spawn. And now maxter taking the fight to him. The pineapple somehow connects 37 HP, sends k1llsen flying. There's the overhead rail, but it'll miss.
Yeah, unmute footy.
Oh, right. That's bad. Oh no, the rail missing again, 22 HP. maxter hanging on by a thread.
And now k1llsen's beginning to connect. This is where it becomes scary. He begins to manage this mid-ground. Lovely little trap there, does a fair amount of damage. Also drop down into this heavy now, so k1llsen misses out on that, trying to be too aggressive. Good position for the Mega though. maxter's making his way around. He hasn't got a rocket, so this is a big problem for him. Wow. He doesn't care though. Just hits a rail up front, has the grenades, but needs to find a way to get that weapon.
And he has all the time in the world to get it right now, but he's just opting not to. Or taking his time before he grabs it. 6:40 in, tied at 5, Dan.
Tense. The pace is definitely slowed down now since the opening, and not sure how that suits at this point. It feels like k1llsen has a bit more of the strategical control. It feels that Max is living on the edge with a lot of this, and if he does miss 1 or 2 of these clutch shots that he's hitting, the pressure from k1llsen is going to come to the fore. But at the moment, he's not missing, and so he's still very much in this game. Just need him to assert positional dominance, because k1llsen is the one that's controlling the center map.
Time ticking away, still tied at 5. Both players, a lot of respect. maxter playing really slow, trying to hit that rail. Taking one instead, going through the telly. Bullies his way onto the heavy. There's the rocket. It misses. The rail misses as well, and k1llsen will capitalize with the LG.
Yeah, didn't want to take that fight, but he got bounced into the room. Turret trapped him in. Pretty unfortunate state of affairs. 2 minutes to go. In a good position now. Hit first rail on k1llsen. Can he get the follow-up? Damage is coming out.
Wow.
And
16 HP.
This is tense. I mean, we've got to remember it's 1-0 to maxter, so if he can take this one, k1llsen will be going down to the lower bracket. Minute and a half to go. At this point, the stack we're looking at, maxter wants to play for overtime, but k1llsen's found him up on the high ground, does get that frag, nice and clean as well. Plenty of time between major items, so just controlling the weapons now is the priority for k1llsen to stop maxter coming through. Gets a big rocket as well, and he's down in the hit scan area, so maxter's pretty screwed. He can't do anything up there. He needs to bide his time and wait for k1llsen to get a free heavy. And this is looking pretty bad for the Argentinian.
Yeah, minute 10 down by 1. Stack, the suspect. There's the play, and k1llsen wants to seal it right now, but he's taking so much damage. Mega goes to maxter, and with a little bit of armor, with a minute left, maxter could be able to tie this at 7, Dan.
I don't think he's got the weapons yet, but still, so how he can't push through this choke point. This is why k1llsen's being so brazen in his positioning. There's very little maxter can do as long as k1llsen's holding this angle. And there you go, he's eating a rail for his trouble to even get his own rail. He can't push now, he's too weak. k1llsen needs to just play nice and slow and defensive, and that's exactly what he's doing. He uses the audio cues and reposition accordingly.
30 seconds after the mega pickup, and now maxter on the hunt. k1llsen has to know he's actually going to stay out in the courtyard and try an LG. There's the Timmy deployed, but there's the pineapple, there's the nade. Can he find it? 2 HP, maxter looking for it.
Oh! Woo!
Wow, that came down to that last rail. maxter just almost made it happen, but even if he would have gotten that frag, one misstep, Timmy would have popped him, or k1llsen could have forced the refrag off the spawn, but that one was a nail biter, and Dan, we're getting map number 3.
I don't know if he misheard that, but I don't know why he was sticking around to even risk an engagement with maxter at that stage of the game. Doesn't matter. Ro16 comes through, flick rail to finish the game. I mean, I'm so hyped, I'm apparently blending into my background as well, so...
We're all
it's
just
all
melting into the Quake
yeah.
atmosphere, aren't we? That's
Yeah,
what this
we
weekend's all about, Dan. Wow, what a follow-up to Molten. Molten was fantastic, Ruin's even better. I can only pray that CK is going to be a bloodbath. Again, Visor versus BJ on this one. Just wow, man. The first two, rail heavy. Ro16 again showing up on Ruins, but now it's all out the window, Dan. It's all about rockets, machine gun, LG. I still think it's going to be just as tense. I hope it goes into triple overtime, or you know, a 75-minute sudden death.
Yeah, I mean, this is a true decider map. I love to watch it, and I've seen them both have some stellar performances here. So we have the... What's the picks again? We got BJ against the Visor, right?
Yep. And look at his last play, 23 HP and just goes for it.
Wow.
Oof, just so close. And yeah, I mean, interesting play to just sit there. I imagine that k1llsen was like, you know what, he's going to come up the jump pad, I'll just float him free LG. But maxter, right as he was coming up, hit him with the rail, a little bit of pineapple damage, and that one just became a nail biter. And I'm sure k1llsen was like, all right, maybe I shouldn't do that next time.
I honestly don't know why you take the risk. Just run. But look at that, 67% rail, 50% LG. That was, I said it's going to come down to, I mean, who dictates the tempo and who hits the rails, and k1llsen did both. Still, as close as it was, 8-6. maxter put up a great fight. He stabilized. There was large periods of that game. He had very little control, definitely no positional control. So to keep it as close as it was, once again, well played from the Argentinian.
Yeah, really well played, but shouts to k1llsen to take that one. Scrapping on by, came down to the wire, literally the last shots to ensure the victory. But it all comes down to this, Dan. Map number 3, Corrupted Keep, Visor versus BJ. The losers going down to the lower bracket, and if you're a maxter fan right now, you're saying, you know what, my boy's going to do it, he's going to pull through, he's going to stay in the winner's bracket and send k1llsen, of all people, down to the lowers. What a timeline. If you're a k1llsen fan, send him your energy. He's got good momentum going into the third after that second one, but I just hope it's a close one. I mean, we've seen great Quake all day, and I don't see any signs of stopping.
Nope, no better map to separate two closely matched opponents.
Absolutely fantastic. And it's all settled on Corrupted Keep right now, chat. Map number 3, give both players your energy, whether you're a k1llsen fan, whether you're a maxter fan. Everyone is a fan of Quake. That's why we're all here, so let's give it up. This is the decider between maxter and k1llsen. What a series indeed, and we are live. k1llsen opting to pop that information right off the spawn. Has LG and rockets, and maxter, unfortunately, terrible weapons at his disposal. Just grabbed the tri-bolt, has nails, maybe a little bit of shotgun, but he has to be very careful with his next couple moves, because k1llsen probably going to deny this rocket as long as he can.
Yeah, this is the worst start for maxter. As you said, not having any weaponry on this map is absolutely killer, so you just have to play the ultimate game of patience to outmaneuver your opponent, get onto them, and then you can start having a say in the map. And with that additional vision as well, it makes your life even harder.
There's the jump over. maxter trying to get some damage wherever he can with whatever he can. Again, still lacking a rocket, an LG. There's the dual wield with a shotgun though. Okay, maxter. A little bit of buckshot. So he takes that first one. Unfortunately, can't land much damage off the spawn. That would have been an easy layup, and somehow k1llsen actually turns that around and says, get out of here. 1-0 for maxter. Each player grabs the item. Actually, k1llsen left the heavy up. Big delay.
Delaying it as well. maxter maybe doesn't know that, so it could be a deciding factor in the next engagement over there if he decides to commit to it. Goes to restack with the rockets, and now his time to defend the weaponry. He decides to play it safe though, just play around the mega.
Decent dual wheel there with the LG. k1llsen trying to hang on. Mega is available, but he's gonna actually push out and somehow get that frag. k1llsen, the balls on this man. Ties it at 1. Now grabs the heavy. Item's about sync though after that fight. k1llsen has to know that Maxter got Mega spawn and has to be careful. Okay, that was terrifying. Now the LG comes out, no rockets for k1llsen. Wow, 14 HP. k1llsen puts the beat on him, gets the better of Maxter, takes the lead with 1. Very weak. Maxter chipping away with shotgun.
Slight delay on the heavy as well. Once again, Maxter probably will be aware as he sees k1llsen come through the TP this time. Not enough of the delay to truly disorientate him though. Does have both weapons as well, so Max is sitting pretty. Jewel is up, he wants to use it, but k1llsen pops the vision just at the right time, bounces the opponent around. That's exactly what's going on. Really smart play there from the German.
Out of rockets, he wants to re-up really bad. He's gonna grab the Mega first as Maxter drops down, tries to deal some damage on it. Just a little bit of a tickle here. So now k1llsen has more rockets. He can try and form this attack. That's a fantastic first rocket. Maxter taking so much damage. Might get cornered in the red room here. The rockets go flying by, but k1llsen keeping his eye on the prize, and that's item of control here as the vision's popped again, and he has Maxter cornered exactly where he wants him.
Much slower paced, more tactical game than we've seen on map 1 and 2.
No rockets. Oh, there's a big
okay.
one from Maxter. k1llsen has to be careful. Wow, I think he figured out at the wrong time that he was out of rockets. Now with 29 HP, he just has to concede everything. And there's the rocket jump and almost catches him out. k1llsen's so weak. As you mentioned, playing a lot slower, Dan. It's almost like both players are stuck in some sort of freeze frame. As there's the dual wield, big defensive rocket from k1llsen there. But still too weak to contest, just trying to chip where he can, stay alive, more important than anything, and keep timing on these items.
Yeah, Maxter's got good control, but as you said, keep timing on the defense so you can deal that damage. You can capitalize on any mistakes from your opponent. Maxter's keeping the pressure on though, and this constant damage in and around the map outside of the page pickups means that k1llsen can't commit to be aggressive on any of these items.
There's the dual wield. This should be it. The swap to rockets is going to be enough. Pushes him in the corner, and Maxter capitalizes on that one. Very hard fought to tie it back at 2. k1llsen doing a great job of playing defensive, but finally Maxter breaking down the walls on that one. The 2 rockets into LG actually pushing k1llsen into the boneyard. Is this going to be his final resting place, Dan?
It is going to be his final resting place as the smooth tracking comes out. The heavy's there for a free pickup, and the Mega's up in 6 glorious seconds. k1llsen gets bounced around. How's he? A full rocket there. Maxter hits some glorious shots. He's going to wait around and hope it spawns. He does pick it up, which is a big lifeline for him. Don't think he has an LG to play with though, so he's a little bit stuck on the mid-range. He's waiting for his time. Maxter realizing it though. Defending, and k1llsen is lucky to get out of there alive, and he knows the timing of the heavy, and he's done a lot of damage to Maxter in and around those engagements. He does win that item himself.
So weak now. Maxter, defensive end, gets a great rocket into machine gun damage. Good swap, but can he make this work? Okay, absolutely insane. Maxter somehow turns nothing into a frag. 2 up now, and Dan, Maxter is made of magic.
That's yeah, I don't know how you get that frag. Got the jeweled up as well. Will he pop it to secure the frag? Didn't really have enough time. k1llsen is so weak though, he just needs to find some health, and urgently he can't. There's the jewel wield this time, just to secure the 4 HP frag. Mega's up as well. k1llsen has a rocket, so wants to commit to rain down pain. Doesn't connect though.
And just picture perfect off the spawn. I mean, look at this photograph. Every time I look, it makes me laugh as Maxter has 2 frags up. Should catch him out here on the Megas. k1llsen just wanted the LG, but he's going to pay dearly for that. 50 HP. Does good damage, though. Maxter's not too healthy himself.
critical rocket on the exit there.
Oh my god, what a play.
Okay, even bigger
Listen,
rocket
that
there.
was that vision or that was just straight up? That
Straight
was,
up.
Wow, just the read from k1llsen. A little bit of a flub on that rocket, but that's okay. It's not going to cost him. Still down by one, plenty of time as k1llsen slowly heating up, kind of tightening his grasp around the map here.
After pivotal time as well, 2.5 minutes to go. Got both items locked down. 10-second split on them as well. maxter needs to do some serious damage in between the pickups, or on the pickup. Without the jewel, it's a little bit harder. The vision comes up as well.
Oh.
But that's a big opening rocket as well. Actually, neutralizing the stacks. He gets knocked down though. That's not good. As he's stuck in a corner, big damage from k1llsen. He knows how weak maxter is. He'll chase him down for an easy frag, and he might be able to convert. Messes the rocket jump though, so maxter might be able to hear that and sneak onto the rocket.
Pop dual wheel just in case as k1llsen picks up the mega. The rocket's not landing. Now the question is, did k1llsen hear the dual wheel used? That might give him a little added comfort here, but tied at 5, 2 minutes left. Neither player wants to make a mistake, as it's all or nothing. Map number 3, there's the vision pop, good defensive rocket to make sure maxter ain't going nowhere. He's gonna leave the heavy up. k1llsen smells blood. He wants this frag so bad, trying to track his prey right now.
As he's on the ropes, he has to get this frag. He's done so much work, and even still, he doesn't need it actually. He just delays enough to get both major items. Really smart play. Great rocket through the window. Doesn't actually do too much damage, but he knows his opponent's on the rope, and this is why he's called the cheater. He is just tracking. He smells blood. He wants to get this frag. maxter's being tricky, and he does get out.
Unbelievable, but just like that, k1llsen has the vision and knows exactly where maxter is and gets the frag as maxter comes barreling through the telly. And now with a minute left, all the pressure is on the Argentinian. Down 1 minute left. Can he make some more magic happen? Just the last bit of it. k1llsen drops down into rockets. Out of the map. See you later, k1llsen.
What? He's coming in?
I don't understand. Mega's not up for another 10 seconds. maxter now stuck in a precarious position.
Got the dual ward up, he's just waiting time. He knows there's a little bit of time before the mega does actually somehow get out though. Clean and Scott, and it hits a big rocket onto that as well, so completely takes away the stack. Pops the dual wield. k1llsen goes in now, he's dead. Luckily refrains this time. maxter knows where he is, he's gonna run in. No!
Oh.
My word.
15 seconds, Dan, and my heart can't take it. I am far too chubby for this. Tied at 6. Chat. It looks like we're getting that sudden death, whether it's 75 minutes or not, yet to be seen. But map number 3 going into sudden death between k1llsen and maxter.
Yeah, k1llsen is just praying now. He doesn't get found. He's given up the map. He has retreated within himself. Picks up 2 lights and now feels a bit more confident to push across the map, but having given up both major items to maxter, delaying, has the dual wield. Here we go. Argentina's coming for you. He knows where k1llsen is. He's stuck, but it's a big choke point. Big rocket and the frag and the victory.
What a way to end it, Dan. And I think BJ's champ, you know, kind of did it all. The shrug, well, yeah, what are you going to do? Just a little bit of magic again.
Oh man, that was crazy. That was so crazy. That series was crazy. k1llsen was picking up steam, and as you said, like, moments of magic out of nowhere from maxter some of the time. Like, they're not forged, it just happens. And I don't know what to say about them sometimes.
I think that we shouldn't say anything. Please take it away, because that was an incredible series that we just witnessed.
It was totally incredible. It was great from start to finish. I mean, how close all the games were, right? I think a total of about 6 frags between all 3 of the games. That was just phenomenal. Also, we saw a ton of ring outs in that first map, and the ring out to basically decide the game in number 3. I just can't. It had to have been, you know, heaven sent rocket bounce for maxter there on that one. At that point, k1llsen had control. It was just, what an insane series. And, you know, for those that don't keep up with the regular season, we've made these comments about seeing Maxter really like blossom as a player and up his own skill ceiling, and that was an example of that. I mean, k1llsen definitely played his heart out. Maxter did as well, put on one hell of a show. But I mean, good on Maxter, right? This is certainly, I think, probably one of the better performances that he's had in the stage finals, and I think he picked up a lot of fans with that victory right there.
100% agree. Absolutely absurd. And I mean, think of it from k1llsen's position. It's almost impossible to come back from what that was. Maxter had run of the map. You have to play so perfect. You have to chip so much just to be able to get at least one of the items back. I think near the end there, that was absolutely Maxter's map to lose, but he clutched it out. He did it. But shouts to k1llsen for keeping it so close. And here we see the play of the day. That rocket pop into the perfect LG tracking. As if he wasn't going off the map, Maxter was like, I want this one for me. And just uses that LG to finish it. And I mean, Dan, what do you think?
Should have just left him and just watched him drop into the oblivion.
You're such a cruel person. I love it.
I don't know. It's insane. Like some of the situations he just crafts, as you said, 40 on Magic. Map 1, Scalebearer once again, just to take such a commanding lead and push Scalebearer to the limit. The speed he was playing at was crazy. He didn't even really use the rail. It was just creating these openings that k1llsen didn't expect, and his rockets and LG were on point. Map 2, k1llsen definitely adjusted. His aim was on fire. Maxter kept it close but couldn't keep up with the pure output of k1llsen. And then this map was just back and forth throughout. Felt like k1llsen had it in the bag, and 2 bounces from God, and he takes it away.
I mean, frankly, you guys, I've never seen an in-game character look as confused as that Sorlag did in map number 1. When all of the, I mean, the first couple minutes was just like, wait, what? What was this? That just, yeah, it was a great match through and through. And we've got a few more coming up, gentlemen, as things are definitely heating up. But it is kind of shocking and a little sad to see k1llsen drop down, but also, like I mentioned, definitely proud of what the work that Maxter's put in, and just seeing it pay off here in the Stage 2 finals. What a treat that game was. But we're going to take a break. When we come back, the round of 16 continues with another best of 3. It's going to be Nosfa taking on Sparty. Thanks for joining us here for day number 1. We got more Quake coming at you. Don't go away. We'll be right back.